Hello everybody, it's your Scentsy director, Angela Tellerico Dalton here. And I just wanted to get on here real quick because I had a few things that I really wanted to say. Yesterday was my 1-year anniversary with Scentsy. I cannot believe it. 1 year. 365 days ago, I was laying in the den with my fiance at the time. You know, now he's my husband, obviously, but, and I was looking on my laptop, you know, like reading about joining Scentsy, and I had already talked to my sponsor, and she had already, like, let me know, you know, some basics whenever, basic questions that you're wanting to know before you join something like that. And I had absolutely no idea I had no idea if I could actually make this work. The only thing from Scentsy that I had tried at this point was the car bars, and I had 2 Scentsy bars, like 2 of the wax bars. And I had no idea anything about direct sales. I'm not a salesperson. I worked at Buckle for about a month or so, my freshman year of college, and I kind of quit and got fired at the same time. Like, whenever you work at Buckle, you do get paid like a small hourly, but you also get paid mainly on your commissions for actually selling the clothes. And it was just something that intimidated me. I just wasn't the salesperson to come up and tell you that you need this $100 pair of jeans, or you need this shirt to go with these jeans, or these shoes, or this bag. I really just wasn't that person. I was really nervous talking to people, in general, and especially starting up the conversation and trying to style them whenever basically I had no style myself. I mean, let's be honest. I'm a more comfortable kind of dresser. But it just wasn't something that worked out for me, and it really killed my ego there for a while, even though it wasn't a job that, like, I was really hoping to succeed in. It was something that I was just kind of hoping, like, oh, this will be easy. I get to work with clothes all day, but I wasn't passionate in it. And whenever I joined Scentsy, I remember sitting there and I typed in all my information, paid the fee to join. It was the $99. I didn't have that $99. I actually charged that $99 to one of my credit cards, which I was really bad in debt at this point with credit cards. And I was finishing up my last semester of college. I was working an internship that was barely paying my bills. We had bought a house about 6 or so months before this. And I was roughing it. And we were getting married, and I was the girl. I wanted the nice wedding. We had already been through a lot of wedding planning stress because not one venue, but 2 venues actually got blown away by tornadoes whenever we were engaged. So we had booked the first barn venue, like, right when we got engaged, and then we booked the second one after it blew away, and then the second one blew away too. And I was just really devastated. It was a lot to go through my last semester of college, and still not really knowing if that was the major that was for me. I had actually changed my major halfway through junior year of college, and I went straight to business management and human resources management just as a backup. I felt like maybe that was broad enough that I could find something that really interests me. And I was kind of honestly terrified graduating. Do you hear the dog eating? He's eating his food. But I was honestly really terrified about graduating because I just didn't know, like, where would I go from here. I had no idea. I couldn't tell you what I wanted to do after college. I had absolutely no idea. I've always been that person that no matter what I'm doing or how much I make, I've got to be somewhere where I'm happy. Like, I've got to be doing something that makes me genuinely happy. And that's what matters to me. I might choose a job. Any day I would choose a job that pays me $10,000, $20,000, whatever less, as long as it's something that I'm passionate in and something that I truly love, before I ever work a job that runs me to death and that, might pay me well, but maybe I don't have enough time to actually spend with my family with all that money that I'm getting, if that makes sense. I've always been somebody that I need to be happy, because if I'm not happy with whatever I'm doing in life, I won't continue to do it. There's no doubt about it. Like, I won't do it. And Scentsy just opened up so many doors for me. I didn't know it at the time, but I needed Scentsy. Just all the support that I have been able to get from people that I would have never met otherwise. It's just incredible. I'm gonna get emotional. With Scentsy, I feel connected. With Scentsy, I feel very important. With Scentsy, I feel like people listen to me, and I feel like people trust me, and I feel like I'm taken seriously. I've obviously always had my parent issues. My father left whenever I was like 2 years old, so that's 21 years ago. Haven't heard from him since. And I've always been somebody that I carry that on my shoulders. You know, like that missing puzzle piece. It's something that whenever I get my feelings hurt, it's like opening a wound. It's like a wound that never heals, if that makes sense. And I've always been super anxious. I've dealt with severe anxiety in my life. At one point during my junior year of college, I was actually in the ER because my body was mimicking a heart attack, is what they told me. I was having the arm pains, and I was having the chest pains, and I wasn't actually having a heart attack, but obviously, but it's like my body was telling me that you need to change something. And that terrified me. At this point in time, I wasn't making healthy life decisions, choices. I was lost in the first major that I had joined, and I didn't know. I knew that that's not what I didn't want to do that, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it was just getting so bad that my body was literally telling me, Angie, you've got to change. You've got to change something. And even at this point, it took me a couple weeks until finally one day I just woke up and I was like, I don't want to live this way anymore. I was like, I want to live with a purpose. I want to know what I'm doing, know why I'm doing it, and know where I'm going. I want to be in control of where I'm going. I eventually finally changed my major about a month or so after this, I think. And it made me feel more comfortable in getting my degree. But then about a year later, I found Scentsy. And over that year, in between me waking up and telling myself that I need to do something different, and, you know, then finding Scentsy, I did make a lot of life changes. My life got amazingly better. I still was, you know, still there's something missing, and I didn't know what it was. And then whenever I joined Scentsy and I paid that $99 to my credit cards I couldn't afford to lose it. I told my fiance that as long as I can make that $99 back and not be in the hole, that I'd be happy. I don't know. My starter kit came in, and I was reading my consultant guide, and I was going over like the compensation plan, and I was reading about like the new consultant achievements that you can earn, the shooting star and the sensational start and stuff like that. And, you know, how you promote with Scentsy is by having a team underneath you. And, you know, some people freak out about that, and they think it's a pyramid scheme, and it's not. It's direct sales. Direct sales is a huge part of 2018. And I was like, I looked at my shooting star, I had 15 days to earn it, and I told myself, I'm not going to try to do that. I'm not going to set myself up for failure for something that is voluntary. Scentsy is a voluntary movement. Direct sales is a voluntary movement, that's the reason why most people join and then they don't continue with it, because it's voluntary. In Sensational Start, I just remember looking at that and the compensation plan and thinking, I will never sponsor somebody because I don't want to. I remember thinking, I'm not going to reach for $500 in orders by my 15th day, because if I was close to it, then I'd get discouraged and I'd get upset, and I wasn't going to put myself through that. But I was sitting there telling myself that I wouldn't accomplish all these things and I wouldn't even try. It was my mind. It was me telling myself that I couldn't do it and that I wouldn't do it. And until I had started actually sharing it like online and, you know, telling my friends and stuff about it, it didn't click until about a month later. I was able to barely reach my shooting star. I think I reached it by like $10 maybe. So that was amazing. You know, that had my adrenaline pumping. I just felt like I actually accomplished something. And then I just shared it. I just shared Scentsy. I shared it on my Snapchat stories. I shared it on Instagram. I started me a VIP group on Facebook, which obviously, you know, we all know we hate people adding us, you know, mass adding people to groups on Facebook. You know, we're all in 1,000 different groups. But you also gotta think, everybody is brand new whenever they start something like that, whether it's direct sales or anything. There's a ton of different direct sales companies. I did mass ad, but now it's different, you know, like we all learn, and now it's like my business was nothing that it was a year ago, but the way I got started was this, I just shared it, guys. I'm not a salesperson. I never have been. I share Scentsy. I share the new stuff that's coming out. I truly believe in all the products that we have. I truly believe that if there's ever a problem with any products that we have, they have lifetime warranties, and Scentsy Home Office is freaking amazing to us. They're so amazing. They don't question us. They completely trust us, and that makes us able to actually really completely trust them. And I just shared it, and then I shared my goals and stuff that I had accomplished or things that I was doing for my business to make my business better, and then that made y'all want to join me. And then we were on this long journey together, and within my first 6 months, I promoted to director, which is a huge deal. It's a huge deal. It's something that I never imagined myself capable of. And I've held director ever since then. I promoted in August, and I have held the director title ever since August, every month. And it's like sometimes I don't feel like I deserve it, because I'm just kind of confused on why did I just instantly find something that just clicked? Like, what did I do to just find something that clicked? How did I just randomly run into something, a business that I truly love? The fact that I can do whatever I want with my business. I can run my business however I want. I can share it with other people. I watch my ladies get paid from Scentsy and then have enough money to go get groceries or pay their car payment because they didn't actually have the money. I get to watch them reach their shooting star and then their sensational star, and I get to watch them earn incentive trips, and it's like, I don't know how I got here. But I've been thinking about that all weekend. It's like a bittersweet time for me. But I always had faith. I always knew that I would find something that I truly love. And I never gave up. It might have took me 22 years, because I just turned 22 whenever I started Scentsy. It might have took me 22 years, but I found it. And I have faith that this is something that I will continue to do until I'm ready to retire. Scentsy is a business that's never going away. The two people who started Scentsy are really incredible people. And I don't even know where to start now, but it has been an amazing year. I cannot wait to see what happens in year 2. I have so many amazing things coming out from my business that I have customized myself and I've done myself, and my husband has helped me do it, and he is a part of he is my team. He is my other director, basically. He is a director with me, and it's been an amazing year. It's been a life-changing year, and it's definitely been something that deep down, I always knew that there was something better than barely paying my bills. I always knew it, and I knew I'd find it, and I had faith, and now I have faith that I can just grow. This is going to be me growing. Shush! Shush! This next year will be full on just growth. I have the world in my hands, and I will be growing my business, and I'm so thankful for everybody who has helped me with this business, and you have trusted me and you've trusted my faith, and I wouldn't be here without any of you that has helped support me. And I am very, very excited for year 2. And that's it. I just want to get on here and talk about my 1-year anniversary with Scentsy. And thank you guys for supporting me and believing in me. And I will talk to you later. As always, guys, don't watch me, join me, and have a great day.